Hey everybody, we're gonna do something a little bit, well, not different, I guess. It's a blind, but a budget blind. Yeah, so here we go. Welcome back to Brass Eagle Blinds. I'm Doug.
I'm Nick.
Today we've got 12 different bottles that we're going to blind here. These are all under MSRP value of $30. So we're going to try to determine kind of, if you're just starting out, this was suggested to me recently, somebody who's not really into bourbon that much but would like to try. You never want to start out with a bottle that costs you $75, $150. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
So these are 12 of them that we picked, that we had on our shelves, that we thought would be fantastic additions to anybody's bar that's just starting out, and you don't have to break the bank to do it.
Sure.
We've had all of these. I have no idea what's gonna do.
I actually will probably always have these bottles on my bar.
Yeah.
For a pour comparison or a cocktail.
And I have them on my bar for other people too. You know, again, I don't mind sharing anything that I've got, but quite frankly, if you've never had bourbon neat, or you just don't enjoy it that way, I don't really want to give you that bottle that I'm trying to conserve.
Waste the pour.
So let's get started. We've got 12 of them. So moving on to, or starting with number one.
All right, number one.
Okay, typical whiskey smell. I expect kind of all of them to share almost this kind of the same smell. Not going to be a ton of variation. I think we're dealing with nothing over 101. Oh, no. We do have 114 in
we have
here.
a
We've got an
114.
old Granddad 114.
But there might be, guys, is there some under 90? No, we have a 92. We might have some less than that in there.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's a nice range though for $30. That's actually very nice. I like this first.
I'm not going to take a ton of time.
No.
Like, these are going to be scored pretty darn quick. For the first pour, that's not bad. I could drink that.
I actually really
that's not bad
meat.
at all.
It's good meat. And you guys know we're not going to go back and redo all of these.
No, we're not redoing any of them.
Honestly, I'm not even going to go back.
I'm not going back to one. Nope. The score
So,
it gets.
That's going to be in the top half though for me.
I'm going to go. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to have anything over probably a 7.5 or an 8, but that's going to be a 6.7, and that's actually a pretty darn good score. So what'd you go? 7.5.
I think that drinks very nicely. It's got a finish to it. A lot of flavor. All right, number two.
Oh, are we sure this is number two?
1A, 1B.
Smells like number one.
It smells just like number one. Like a little fruity nose again. Like citrus nose.
It's a little bit weaker on the palate. It doesn't offer as much.
This is a lower proof.
That one's gonna go down for me.
Yeah.
Again, I don't need a ton of time. That's gonna be that's going down quite a bit for me. It's a 5.7.
Yeah, it's just it's a low proof budget bottle right there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, 5.7 is not none of these are gonna top out in 8s and 9s and all this stuff. It's just not gonna happen. But
I personally consider everything below a 6 barely average.
Okay.
5 is average, obviously.
Yeah, right.
You never know.
It's weird because 5 is 50%. You would be like, well, that's average.
Right.
But in my brain, that's not how that works.
Right. I know. It's if you watch it, it's really hard to do that too.
Yeah.
But if I did it on that scale, an 8 would be like an A.
Right, exactly.
Or well, B really, but
yes.
But that's a good score. 6.2 for me.
5.7 for me.
Yeah, we're pretty close on that.
Moving on to number 3. Am I getting a citrus?
I got like a cherry, a little bit of cherry in there.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It's a little bit better than the last one, but that's not saying
much. If it is, it's barely. I'm actually going to give it the exact same score.
We're going up 1
as the last one. I'm giving that a 5.7. This had almost the exact same finish as that last one. The nose, I could tell almost no difference between. So
I think it had like 1% better. So I gave it a 6.3.
Oh, that's
moving right along.
Numero Quattro from France. Not much to say there, Ted.
Actually, not a fan of that.
I'm not either. That's my worst. That one's not great.
I actually have one
4.9. That's below average for me.
You know what? It's a 4.9 for me too.
Yeah.
I actually don't like that one. I don't even want that one.
No, I wouldn't. Whatever that happens to be, I wouldn't suggest putting that on your shelf. Number 5. Yeah. God, I almost wish we had Canadian whiskeys in here just so I could do that. Just shit on them.
One of those got a 2 or something.
2, yeah,
Rich and rare.
2. It was a 2.9 or 2.5. Going from the last one to this one, I'm gonna have to clean because I feel like it's just so much more there. That maybe it's just a comparison issue and not necessarily it's being better.
It actually tastes better, so that's good.
Yeah,
because I was making a face before I tried it just because I had that last taste in my mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
I still kind
That's
of
what I was worried about.
It's still kind of in there from 4. It's like kind of sour. 4 was.
There's definitely more proof to that one than 4.
It's not incredible though.
Not incredible. I get a buttery note from it though. I like that. I'm gonna go 6.0 on that.
I feel bad for that one because it's followed a really crappy one.
Drag, yeah.
So on 5, you gave it a 6.0. I gave it a 5.8. So
yeah.
It's an easy average one right there.
Number 6. A little bit more fruit maybe on that one. Maybe tart.
Yeah, I get that a lot in the first few too.
Gosh, and then it's
a little okay.
Then it's just fleeting though.
Yeah, but
that nose
it's a lower proof, but it's got good flavor.
I know.
Like it's not gross.
No.
4 was gross.
It kind of was. Yeah. There are bits in here that I'm getting flashes of Krampus video.
Oh,
like
I'm very nervous doing this.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't be because we own all these bottles.
Right.
We didn't.
But I've had some of these for quite a while.
Yeah.
They just don't move.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I like that one worse or the same as the last one.
I don't. That's not going to get a good score. For me, that's a 5.3.
It actually went. It's a little
and
bit
maybe
less.
Some of these.
I went 5.5.
And maybe some of them there aren't getting a good score for me because
you're stupid.
I do prefer something a little bit higher proof, and most of these aren't. So the few of them in here that are close to that 100 are just kind of going to shine finish wise, and these ones that I got a low score on just have no finish. They almost offer nothing. After you swallow it, it's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just their lack of proof and lack of age because they're all pretty young.
Right.
Which it's what you get. It's their.
Yep. You definitely have to temper your expectations whenever you're dealing with these. So, but you can find a gem in them too. Yeah. So we'll see.
We had a pretty good score on that first one. So 7.
Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
7.
Back half here. This is a great video. I'm actually really looking forward to this video because you always need to go back to your bar products and play with that, see how your palate changes and adjust.
That's pretty darn good.
I'm waiting for flaws, and I'm not getting too many of them.
No, I was kind of doing the same thing. I was just trying to poke holes in it. It's not the best thing in the world, but that might be my favorite one so far.
It's got a lot of like candy finish to it. Like after you eat some candy and like that leftover flavor.
It's got a lot of good flavor, which is more than can be said for a lot of these lower scores that we've gotten that had no flavor.
I got no flavor.
Yeah. I would rather have almost some bad or maybe less desirable flavor in there than just nothing. When it's nothingness, I really don't enjoy it. So I'm going 6.9 on that one. That one's getting my highest so far.
I gave it a 7.4.
Oh, okay.
Which is right around what I thought the first one was.
Sure.
Number 8. I had to go backwards.
Okay.
We have more than 10. It gets very.
It does. It gets difficult.
Love the nose.
All right. Yes.
That's very nice.
Yes, that nose is not
This
bad
actually
at
has
all.
a really nice viscosity too. Of course, I have a lot in this bottle.
This glass is weird.
Yeah, no, there's probably some water or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's low proof. Let's get in here. I wish it was higher proof. This would be really good as a higher proof.
It would. You're absolutely right. That does have a really good flavor.
But
to
for
it,
under $30, you get what you
I
get.
like.
You know what I mean? Like for a 20, I could start a night out with that and be okay.
That's going to be a 6.8 for me. Yes, would I like more proof? Absolutely. But
I'm gonna go
it has good
7.4
flavor.
again on that one.
That's
Same
good
score.
flavor to it, and that's really what kind of matters.
Yeah. All right, number 9.
And another thing, like when you're taking these, a lot of these in a lot of people's bars are going to be made into cocktails. They're not going to be drinking them neat the whole time. Well, do I want something with some flavor? Absolutely. I don't want these things to just disappear in whatever you're making.
Whiskey Coke for all of them. With chunky ice. And then double your whiskey.
This one's pretty good too. This might be, it's hard to tell. Yeah, this is one of our darker ones. I don't know how much that means, but.
It has a slight cinnamon nose.
Number 9 let me down. I thought I was going to enjoy that a lot more than I did.
I like that worse than the last 2.
Yeah, that's a 6.5.
That's exactly what I'm giving it. 6.5.
Yeah, it was very good on the nose.
It was interesting.
It did have flavor. I think I just anticipated more from it.
Zero finish. It just was.
Yeah, it was gone.
It was just whiskey and then gone.
Gone, so.
Number 10.
Number 10.
There should be plenty of these.
Uh-oh.
Below average. No. Average nose. Below average nose.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything good here.
I don't think you're gonna like it.
It's better. It's got at least a little bit of a finish to it. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
I'll give you
But
that.
from front to back, it's just not.
Palate
This actually
finish.
is a stronger whiskey.
Palate finish is better than the nose. I actually did not enjoy the nose
No.
kind of at all. So that's going to bring us.
This is a higher proof though.
If this would have had a good nose, it could have done pretty well. I think it's barely going to top. That's like a 6.1. I think is what I'm going to go with that.
I gave it a 6.6
6.6
because it at least has some body to it,
yeah. Okay.
and it's lingering. Like it's still in my throat.
I don't need to have much of that.
No. All right. Like right to 11.
11.
Low expectations for this one. Just looking at it.
It's a clean nose.
Yeah.
This one didn't. This one showed up in a economy car to take your daughter out for her first date. That's what this one did. And it had very good
21-year-old
manners. It showed
daughter,
it to the door,
first
knocked on
date.
the door, it introduced itself.
Have her home by 9. It's just gonna get. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's
Some of
just
these
gonna get lost. It's in the
Some of
middle.
these were members of Antifa. You know what? The front end was non-existent. But after I swallowed that, I feel like might have a little proof to it. It has a long finish. I still have it.
The nose is better than that than the last one, which is why it's a little bit better. I'm sorry, I'm burping up all these average whiskeys, but
Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad
yeah,
thing for these.
I got that
that
Ramus
they
thing.
will-
Ramus. I got that.
And we're not taking a big ass break in
Ramus
between
face.
all these. Like we're
No.
not talking about.
We're
it.
ready
It's
on
just
11.
There's just the shortest 11.
There's
blind
not
thing
much
we've ever
footage
done.
we are cutting out on this whole thing.
No.
We're just moving along.
No.
Tell you what, though, I'm enjoying my cigar the most right now.
But that'll give you an idea. Like if you're watching our cigars out there, that'll give you an idea of how long we've actually been recording.
Yeah, mine's going down.
Not very long at all.
On 11, going on 12.
I don't know. That one's. I'm gonna try that again. I do like that nose. It's not. the nose isn't gonna overwhelm you, of course, but it's an easy nose. It's light. It's there's no tannins on that nose that are like ugh, and it hurts you. I'm gonna go 6.8 on that.
I did 6.8 as well, so there's our average there.
Number
12 though, the last one. I had a dusty smell to that one.
yeah, a little bit, maybe.
A little bit. This is the best nose so far.
Little bit.
Maybe because I've got the most in this. Scott
Yeah,
poured
right.
us
Scott
about
poured
2 ounce pour in this bad boy. This is Canadian whiskey.
No, it isn't, because that's not in there. I wouldn't do that to our viewers. I would never, no matter what the cost, suggest that you buy a budget Canadian whiskey.
I'd rather drink my own piss.
Not even to somebody I don't like would I do that. I might. Gosh. Son of a bitch. I thought that'd be better too. I really did.
It is
I
good.
thought that was gonna be better.
It is good.
Meh.
That's my highest score.
Really?
You got nose.
Don't tell me your score, but that makes me think
You got
maybe I
nose?
need to go back and
Yeah.
retry it.
I got a great nose. I've got great viscosity. I got a great mouthfeel, and I've got a full body finish. Now, it may not be like our favorite bottles, but like for $30 or less, that drink's a little bit better than $30.
I don't think
Even
this
if-
is my favorite.
I think that's the OGD 114.
Nope.
I don't know.
You're right. It's a little soft on the finish.
6.4. 6.4 for me.
7.6.
We're gonna clear these off. Get all of our scores.
Yep.
And we will be back. And we're back. Again, magical. So we've got all of our scores. I guess you've got this, don't you?
Yeah, I've got all the scores here. We only had one tie, and it was for second place. Everything else was very straightforward. But in 12th place with an under 5.0 with a 4.9, we have number 4.
Oh, in last place. Probably our oldest age statement out of probably everything.
It's about average.
Getting real close, I would guess. Jim Beam, Black, 7-year.
Yeah.
Not a ton to say. It's
Last place.
It's fine, I guess. I don't know. I've had that for a while. There's not a whole lot going out of it. I bet that would be very good for mixed drinks, though.
I'm sorry,
wouldn't drink that
my
neat.
breakthrough rep who thinks this is really good.
Yeah. It's just not great.
In 11th place with a 5.4 is number 6. Interesting.
Very old Barton, 100 proof.
I have a lot of these because these make excellent cocktails because of that 100 proof. Now we're drinking them all neat.
Yeah,
so we're just
right.
basing it off of the quality. But
Right.
this is the 100 proof, which is under $20.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a 90 proof, I believe, or 80 or 90 proof
Yeah.
that is like $14. So
Yeah.
in 10th place with a 5.9 is number 5. All right, this is why we do this.
I'm gonna be real. That doesn't surprise me a ton.
This is crazy. Highest proof, 114.
114 proof.
Yeah.
That is
This is a true thing.
As
Almost $30
inexpensive.
bottle, too.
114 proof. That's as inexpensive as it's gonna get.
Mhm.
So again, like if you want a little bit stiffer cocktail, you don't want to add a ton of whiskey to it.
Yeah.
That's a great.
And
that's
this
a
is on
great
your
option.
higher $30.
Still under
Yeah.
$30. I think I saw it today whenever I was at the store. I think I saw it for $28. Hey, pick
Yep.
one up. Not bad.
All right, and we are in, what, 9th already? Okay, so 9th place with a 5.95, just beat it by a half point. We are at number 2. Now, I know there's other versions of this. You've got, what, small batch, single barrel, probably barrel proof, whatever. We have this one on hand.
Yeah,
And
you
regular
have single barrel. Yeah, single barrel proof. Top floor.
Yeah, these are all $20.
There's a couple. Well, this is one on their higher end. Still under $30, but as far as the benchmarks are concerned, that one's going to cost you the most money, I believe. I think it's even more than the single barrel and the full proof.
Yeah.
Which I have both of those. Didn't bother putting them in.
Yeah, still bottom half. So
How
we're
many
in
whiskeys can you really blind at
I
one
mean-
time?
All of them!
Yeah. Like I said, the middle's a blur.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
6.0, we're talking a half point more. We have number 3. All right.
Buffalo Trace.
As
okay.
you should be in the bottom half.
Yeah.
Little BT for you guys, for all you guys that think this is your hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
And half the time, this is over that $30 mark. Just pointing that out. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be.
Well,
But it is.
MSRP value, yeah. I mean, it kind of depends on where you're at, but I've bought bottles under $30 a lot right off the shelf.
26.
Not on sale, nothing special. You know, same thing goes. I don't know where it's going to be. Same thing goes for the Weller bottle that we have in here.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. All right. We are on number 7. So basically the last of the bottom half here. But with a big jump to 6.5, we have
All right.
number 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Again.
Not
Hey.
too surprised.
Go Sazerac.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at this. Buffalo Trace, Buffalo Trace, Buffalo Trace. Honestly, just not ever hugely impressed with any of these. Not that you should be. Again, these are $30 bottles.
Yeah.
And so if you're going somewhere, if you're anywhere and somebody's charging, if they're like, they want $80, $90 for a special reserve,
55.
just keep walking.
Yeah. No.
Get out of that store, go somewhere else.
We would have
don't
told
need
you
it.
that before this blind.
Yeah,
And if this doesn't prove it to you,
100%.
and these two are, like I said, these two are easily sometimes over our budget here.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't ever prove
Yep.
it. So
Just because of, because of scarcity, and that's it.
number 6.7 is number 10. These kind of went in order going forward.
All right.
All right.
Starting to get a little bit up there.
Top half here.
Now, had this bottle not just been popped, would it have changed it a little bit? I don't know. Probably not a ton. Wild Turkey 101 is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
But it's a staple. I don't think it's nearly as good as it used to be.
But I will say though, for this coming in this place,
Mhm.
this is their lowest tier that they
Sure.
offer.
Yeah.
And it's still in our
Well,
top.
no, there is a Wild Turkey that isn't 101. That is less expensive than this.
What is that?
It's just called Wild Turkey.
Oh, that's true.
And
That's
it's-
true.
And I bet that's not very good. They're like, hey, if $25 is going to break the bank,
Yeah, we're
son
gonna
of
up
a
the
bitch,
proof.
we got something for
Yeah,
you.
we have. Do we have something for you?
Hi, Billy Mays here.
5th place with a 6.8 is number 11. Just kind of went up the chain there.
Number 11, Old
All right, there
Bottled
we
and
go.
Bond.
I know there's a Bottle and Bond Rye as well, which we have, but again, we only need room for 12.
So this is like $20.
It's cheaper than. This is $10 cheaper than 114.
It's great. If I'm going to lean towards any of these, as far as flavor and price is concerned so far,
Yeah.
I'm probably picking that one.
And depending how these go, which I don't even really care, I would still probably buy this one over everything else.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Just, yeah.
in 4th place with a 7.0, we have number 12. So really the last 3 kind of went in order here.
Okay, Old Forester 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 100 proofs, 101s, I get that. They're kind of hanging out.
Mhm.
So, all right, 3rd place, top 3 with a 7.1 is number 8. By the way, 2nd and 3rd tied.
Number
so we
8,
kind of,
your-
oh my goodness.
Number 8, your standard Maker's Mark. Not a whole lot to be said about it, but it's been popular ever since people started to see this red wax poured over the top, and they're like,
Yeah.
must be good. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
But
It's
as you
right
can
at your-
see, it's beat out a lot of stuff for us today.
This is right at your $29, $28. So right there at that
Mhm.
30.
Yep.
So we're in 2nd place, a near tie with another 7.1 is number 1. By the way, this is a 1
Early
liter.
times. Yeah.
This is also, well, I don't know if this one's under 30.
That's a 175, but everything
Yeah.
everything that we put in here was based on a 750 milliliter
Well, these
bottle
only
price.
come in 1 liters. And
Okay.
this is under $30 for the 1 liter. And I'm drinking this one that's probably my 3rd bottle of this.
And this is a blue top. I mean, I've never even had the black tops
Yeah.
that are like legendary
Those
apparently.
are the collector ones.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good for what it is.
Mhm.
The weird thing is that these can be kind of difficult to find. They're not all over the place, and they should be.
They
Honestly,
were disassociated with Missouri for a while. They've been back now for a year.
yeah,
And for good purpose. It's a really good whiskey. So
yeah. For that price, it's hard to beat.
But what barely won first place between first, second, and third with a 7.15 was number 7. Holy cannoli, ravioli.
1792 small
Doug
batch.
does not like 1792.
It's not.
And that blows me. This doesn't surprise me. This does, and that does.
This is Nick's bottle. I had a bottle of this at the house.
Wow.
But I looked at it last night before we shot, and I had it in the refrigerator so long that it had like just chunks of stuff in it. And I'm like, I don't think
he goes, we can't serve this. Like,
I don't know if we want to drink this. So I poured that out, but it was in the refrigerator because I just didn't prefer it very much. But holy crap,
there was
look
only
at this.
3 reasons why I put it in there. 1, it was under $30.
Uh-huh.
2, everybody knows 1792.
Absolutely.
And it's available everywhere.
Yep.
3, it just gave us another popular option, and that I expected it to be. I honestly thought it was going to be right.
I thought it would too. So this is a very big surprise.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you would have told me, like, oh, what are you going to guess is going to be in the last or
honestly
second last?
forgot it was even.
I probably was going to say this.
Yeah.
So that just shows like what a blind does.
Yeah. Hopefully that helps you guys in deciding what's your good budget bottle for your bar.
I mean, if you were going to pick 3 out of this, that you were going to start off with,
even looking at this,
just 3 out of this.
What would be your 3?
No matter what place they came in, what would you pick?
This is my number 1 every day, all day. This is my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Old Granddad. And before all of this, I would have been tied here.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at this, I think I have to go with 1792 because I'm not a huge fan of their other lineup of their very priced, reasonably priced products.
Yep.
But for their small batch being under $30.
Yep. Yeah.
I have to give it to them as blind.
I have to agree with you 100% on these 2.
Yeah.
My third, though, I would probably be this Weller Special Reserve, only because I put this in quite a few cocktails. I don't know why that word
I was
came
like,
out.
there's some extra letters in there.
I don't know why it came out so weird. I put this in quite a few cocktails, and it's very good in a mixed drink.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people.
There's a lot of flavor in this.
You know, it's allocated for whatever that means. So it's not something necessarily that you want to put into a mixed drink, but it does make a very good cocktail.
Yeah.
So hopefully it helps you out. Maybe starting your whiskey collection. You see these bottles out there. None of them are horrible. This is a great starter.
This got below average.
It really did.
I'm so sorry.
I'm kind of surprised it ended up down there.
This is a pretty good. I like this distillery.
Yeah.
So you know, it's bean.
It's weird. It's weird.
Beans,
anyway,
bean.
Hopefully this helps you start out your collection maybe a little bit if you're trying to get into whiskey.
If you have your favorite under $30 bottle, I really want to know what that is because I would love to try your favorite.
Yep.
So.
Put it down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things, and check us out next time.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
See ya.